Yes, finally. And I'm just checking on my phone also if we are live or not. अपने फोन में भी एक बार चेक कर लेना.
Doing that.
Somehow I'm not able to click it on my phone for some reason.
It's not yet started.
मेरा
Oh,
दिख
it's
रहा
on. We are
है.
live. We are live. We are
Yeah, we are
live.
We are
live.
live, yay! Finally. Why am I not able to see it from my phone? Oh, now I am. Now I am. So, guys, welcome to the first and probably the last live of my channel because this has been
What?
the trend. This has been the
Oh.
trend because every year I do a live. I do one live, and in that I commit that I will be doing lives frequently, and then I never do it. Then again, the next live comes 1 year later. So this has been the trend. And guys, hi, whoever has joined now, please let us know if the audio is okay and if the video is also okay. Farhad, Nona, can you just say hi to the audience so that
Hi everyone. Subscribe to
Hi
our channel.
guys.
thanks, Farhad, thanks, Nona, for joining for this spoiler talk. I think all three of us have a lot to talk about for this film because because I know what sentiments you hold, but I don't know the details of it because I have not checked out your reviews, and I have not posted my own review because I thought I'll just talk about it in the live with I think we can just do full blown spoilers because honestly the ticket sales are not that great for this movie also. So whoever has watched it has watched it. So welcome guys, welcome chat. Hi.
We need to take
Vishnu
Vishnu
is
chat.
like, I know if nobody comes in the live, Vishnu will at least come always.
Read that comment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna highlight that comment. Chechi's new hairstyle till watching there.
Very deep cut reference.
Yes, very, very nice reference. Thanks, Vishnu, for that. So, guys, let's just deep dive right in. I'm gonna start with Farhad. Please take the take the podium as the inspector
My God.
did to give your speech. Just tell me how you found the film. We're going to talk about the comparison later with Mumbai Police, but I just want you to tell me and the audience, as a film independently, what did you like, not like about this movie?
So firstly, I feel that I've been gaslit into the film. When I say that, I mean I've been cheated into thinking it was an original film all this time. It's clearly not an original film. Yeah. They've been blatantly lying in the promotions saying that, it's an original film, it's not a remake, it's not a remake. Guess what, people? It is a remake. And changing some things here and there doesn't make it an original film. So it's kind of, I was let down, by that feeling. Now coming to the film, I mean, it's okay. We have been, witnessing remakes here and there. The film was so bland. It was so bland. The teaser cut that was there was more interesting than the whole film. It That
Okay.
was my first reaction, that it was so bland. It was like this. There were many issues that I had in the film with respect to the character of Dev that was there, which is Shahid Kapoor. And yeah, the nuances that were there in Mumbai Police, we'll get to that, you said, but that definitely wasn't there in Deva at all. And it was kind of frustrating. I remember sending you a voice note
Yeah.
on Friday.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I have been gaslit and you've been warned. So I think it was pretty much that. I mean, I had lots of issues with the film, including
Okay.
the tone of the film, including the trajectory that the film had to follow, including the characterization, everything that felt so dull at last. I mean, what was that twist there? It kind of was laughable for me. So anyway, so that was my thoughts. In short, I did not like Deva.
Okay. Nona?
Uh I think I knew it. It's a remake, because
Yeah.
I think Vishnu is in the chat. He like let me knew before. Like he was saying that this scene is definitely from the film. It's a remake, and I didn't know that they said it's not a remake. Again, you can like have an argument of what is a remake or not. Like if you see the film, they changed the like a kind of
The
backstory or
climax.
twist, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call. I actually don't remember very clearly Mumbai Police. Like I know that reveal at the end and all of the beats, typical beats, but I don't know how like the how did the plot unfold. So actually, watching Deva, I didn't know who the culprit is. Like I had forgotten that. So it was like, oh, then the realization happened. Oh, yes, it was him. But the reason they gave is actually different. But overall, I would say what I remember from my Mumbai Police review is that I felt the film was dated. Not just that reveal, but also with the making. It felt little average with the way it was shot and everything. So that has definitely upgraded in this film with the way it's shot and everything. Definitely not the VFX sequences. Like the first shot of the film is Shahid Kapoor green screen, with the CG. Like, how could you not shoot everything? They went to the streets of Mumbai in slums and
Yeah.
they shot those, very stunning sequences. But you didn't have a good cave to shoot a scene like that.
Yeah.
I was like taken aback, and there were many moments. Like there was a scene at Marine Drive, which was not Marine Drive at all.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
we know that.
so I did the massification of the character and the way Shahid portrayed it. Like there were sequences which I actually really enjoyed with the writing and the performance, being it
Hmm.
going to the minister's house, you know,
Yeah.
like those sequences, that considering me, I guess it's a director from Kerala that they didn't, stay back. He went all out, to
Yeah.
portray that, the rowdiness of him. It feel like like this is how rowdy behaves. Tick mark. I felt
Yeah.
he's a rowdy. Like
Okay.
he can cross every limit.
Yeah.
So that I enjoy those sequences. But again, yeah, the high moments came and then it just a low. And then the starting with the dance sequence. The tertiary secondary characters didn't mean
Hmm.
much. The relationship never worked for me. So all those things were just a letdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would remember. Like I think that character, Shahid made it its own, and
Yeah.
I think the concept of this film, what gives an actor to perform, where it's like playing two characters, and
Yeah.
that's also he did a great job. Like where when we see that transformation, and just from his looks, you can see he's not that anymore, right? It's A and B
B.
character.
Correct.
Trying not to spoil it for anyone yet. But
No,
yeah.
no, it's a
Oh,
spoiler talk. So please
yeah, so
do.
basically the two get the memory after memory loss, what he's playing, you can
Yeah.
significantly understand he's not the same person. And I felt overall, I felt the concept was underutilized even in Mumbai Police. Like the whole idea of you're trying to being a secondary person and trying to find out about your own self. Like there could be so much you can explore with that interesting idea. But here also, I don't remember Mumbai Police much. Maybe there are a few scenes extra, but here I felt again it was not too like you wasted a lot of time on unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
Like Pooja Hegde, like those Bollywood stuffiness, no, the fluff that was not
Love.
needed at all.
Yeah.
That fluff was not needed at all. The dance, the romantic angles, etc., and all of those
Hmm.
sequences. So
Hmm.
yeah, but technically good approach. uh I would call it not for bad film. I'll not call it a bad film, it's because story works. The change also kind of like that sequence, that whole reveal sequence where we get it from Shahid. I think he performed it really well.
Hmm.
But yeah, overall average, I'll call it.
Yeah. I think same for me, a mixed bag as a film overall. I'm not even going in the remake part, but as a film, I would say a mixed bag for me. I think Shahid was phenomenal, and he's a very capable actor, and he's capable of playing this angry, rowdy character. We have seen that in Kabir Singh as well. So he really embodied the character well. That's one thing. I think the movie was palatable because of Shahid's performance. He carried the film a lot. Secondly, I think in terms of, like you were saying, Nona, the high and the low moments, it fluctuates a lot. So when the film goes at a high, and then you feel that okay, now we're getting into something, and then there's this whole flat moment which are somewhat like filler scenes where you were saying the sequence with Pooja Hegde and all, not required, just to keep the story pushing and just to insert that love angle. It was not required. So I think there are a lot of like high and low moments which fluctuates, like it's not consistent in terms of holding my attention that way. I did like the cinematography actually in a lot of places. I like the color palette also of the film. It's very gritty and I liked it. Like they tried to make it massy, but still in terms of color palette it just did not look as grand as we expect, Bollywood mass films to be. Then again, the Shahid's performance as Dev A and Dev B, I think that distinction was done really well. There was one song, but I like that song. Though I think in the film they could have just kept it as a promotional song. It was really not required to be inserted in the film.
Because
But
you
I
had him
do,
dancing at the Bharat, right? Like that was enough
yeah,
to
that
give
was
you an
enough.
idea.
Yeah, I think that was enough because that could have just been a promotional song.
Yeah.
It like they could have just easily cut that out from the film. And then I feel that in terms of the climax, also the big reveal, it is predictable in a way. Like it's like a very basic reveal, but I think it could have been presented in a much dhamakedar or a much dramatic way. uh, so that's why I feel that because Shahid is acting like so well and he's doing all this investigation and all this, and at the end when he's like who's the bull, so that reveal that okay, Shahid himself is the bull. So I think that could have been a little bit more dramatic. I felt that because the movie was so dramatic in terms of his acting that the reveal felt a little underwhelming.
Then they
Otherwise,
underplayed a bit.
yeah, underplayed also in a way. It felt like okay, fine, because I went to watch this with my husband, so he has no reference of Mumbai Police. I could still like connect the scenes and all. And I knew, so for him he's like, it was his comment, who has no reference of Mumbai. He's like, yes, story was going quite well, it is okay, beach mein the scenes were dull, but then the reveal is not that exciting. Even he said that. He's like, it's fine, I mean, okay, I can accept it, but I wish it could have been represented in a much better way, or maybe it could have been something else altogether, even if he's the culprit. So, and I think technically the movie was good. Uh, Except I don't know who was the costume designer. They gave Shahid such tight police
Pants.
uniform and those pants. I mean, I don't know. I
In the
afford
beginning, I was
it.
doing his dance. If you noticed, right, it feels like he has a bulge. So I thought maybe it's that a touch that he's not a fit, totally fit police officer. That kind of give you a feel. But yeah, no, it wasn't that.
Yeah, it wasn't that. I feel that was it so deliberate? Like, what is it? Was it a choice that okay, no, we're gonna put Shahid in these tight fitting clothes, separate from the norm. But
Authentic.
authe- yeah, I feel. So yeah, so I think overall like a mixed bag for me. I think for performances, I would definitely the character will stay with you for quite some time. Like I would rate this as one of Shahid's better performances for sure. Even if the movie as a whole probably does not work fully, but definitely Shahid really should be appreciated for the kind of acting performance that he delivered. So those are my overall thoughts. So, but Farhad, I know, has a lot to rant, but I wanted to understand from you, Farhad, like even if they, because I had told you that I have not checked out any of their interviews, but I knew that they were blatantly denying that this is not a remake of Mumbai Police. And after I watched the film, I saw a couple of interviews where, yes, they're like, no, this is because the interviewer clearly asking, is this a remake of Mumbai Police? And he's like, no, it's not. But you can see it on his face that he's lying. Like he's not comfortable answering that question. So, my question to both of you is like, I mean, are there the strategies for promotion and media for a movie? Have we exhausted, like, have the producers exhausted all avenues that they have to now really lie to the face, like in the face of the audience, that no, it is not, and please, it's an original script. Please go and watch the film. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, first thing, I remember, putting out a separate video of Mumbai Police, months, at the time of the announcement of Deva that was there as a film. And in that, it kind of, gave me a vibe, although everyone said that no, they've denied it. Now, the thing is that you need to actually go to that extent to, prove your point that it's actually not a remake. First thing is that. Second thing is that what if it turns out to be a remake? Then what are you going to do? Are you going to then still deny it, saying, no, 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 we made these changes and, we've changed the ending, for example, we've changed the character of, the Dave. Originally, it was Anthony Moses. In this, it was Dave. We've changed that as well. We've changed the trajectory. We made it into an original. It doesn't work that way. And I'm actually surprised that somebody like Shahid Kapoor is blatantly lying in the promotional campaign, saying that no, whether he's been asked to do it or not is something different. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's still coming from a very prestigious production house of Siddharth Roy Kapoor films. And that was something that I least expected from them. I think he's a very sensible producer that is there. Often, he's produced quality content.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Probably they must have sniffed out the fact that the audience aren't warming up to remakes or anything of that. So to at least ensure an opening, ask, just lie and say it's an original film, but it doesn't work that way. Audience sniffed it from the first trailer itself. The teaser cut
Yeah.
was amazing, I must admit. Everyone caught the fancies of everybody that was there, but the trailer that was there, audience actually sniffed it out and said, oh, in fact,
Yeah.
remember you had said that we had
Yeah.
interacted
I
before the
I
film,
said it's
and
clearly Mumbai Police.
yeah,
Correct.
you had exactly said. I was still willing to give that benefit of doubt a day before. Although before going to bed, I just stumbled upon that detail that Bobby Sanjay, who were the original writers of Mumbai Police, were also credited here. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is sealing the deal for me. It's surely not an original film. So I went in with that. The first opening scene itself, that badly VFX cut scene that was there, I said, oh, okay, this is Mumbai Police. There's no escaping that. They may, not be bold with that, which we'll get to the ending of Mumbai Police and this, but I kind of knew from the opening scene as to what, where, how, it's going to happen. Only the why was missing, and the why was so tepid that I was actually ranting after the film. I was frustrated. In fact, I needed to hold myself back, to don't pen your review right now, because I actually I had to pen the review also for my side. I
Yeah.
said, okay, let's not pen the review immediately, because you're going to only rant about the film. Just calm down, absorb everything, and then actually do a comparative write up that is there with Mumbai Police. Otherwise, it would have been a straight up rant throughout the review. So I just had to refrain from that. It's actually sad and it's worrying for the Hindi film.
That is
Hmm.
definitely worrying.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that, Nona? Do you think that I mean, it's not fair to the audience also? And have they really exhausted all kind of marketing strategies and they have to just go and outrightly lie to the audience like this?
Did they lie that Deva is not a remake of Mumbai Police? Chichi, this is your like note this timing. You can cut a reel out of this discussion.
Yeah. Please.
So I feel two things, right? That one is that there is a taboo now of a remake tag, and they don't
Yeah.
want that before the film comes out. Second thing is maybe because it's a thriller, the people would, if they say it out loud that it is a remake but we have changed, they'll check out the original. If people don't know, they'll find out the story, what the twist is, and maybe to stand out from that twist, so people don't get that. So I think because of the trailer's teaser cut doesn't give you any idea of the memory loss aspect. And actually, I also went with my sister without telling her which film, which don't watch any trailer, nothing. I just took her, and she kind of liked it, like the reviews out with her. And I think
Yeah.
that's the negativity I'm getting because I didn't let her speak much in
Okay.
because she was going off the rail into spoiler section. I was trying to control her. We were supposed to shoot for 4 minutes. We shot for 15 minutes. I cut it down to 8 minutes.
Amazing.
7 minutes it was just giving spoilers and sharing things which should not be shared.
Yeah.
But she said that I would have preferred watching it on Netflix. So I had to cut. Like, you cannot say that in a review. So yeah. So I got a lot of flack
Flag
for
for
not
that.
letting her speak.
Hmm.
But yeah, there were reasons for it. But I think she found the first half better and second half loose. But yeah, we were at the same time could predict. She haven't seen Mumbai Police at all. I didn't say anything to her. So we at the same time, even I remembered, oh, it's him and only. He
Correct.
is Bola, he is the one behind. And she also like, oh, interesting twist. So she had a lot to talk about his character, Shahid's character, as
Yeah.
everyone is. But yeah, overall it was fine. Like, she felt editing, it would be more better editing. Could have been more straightforward. Again, I think didn't utilize the concept well. But yeah, I think about the not saying it out loud, I think what Vishnu says really well. It's not about them accepting it's a remake, but then our director is Malayalam.
He's a Malayalam. Yeah, I've seen that snippet. I've seen that snippet. See, my thought here is that they could have just said it's a remake. I mean, we have Drishyam, for example. The Malayalam version as well as the Hindi version both have done well. The Malayalam version was already out for Drishyam 2 specifically. Let's just talk about Drishyam 2. It was already out on Prime Video because it released on COVID. And still, the Hindi one did well. It was made really well. I knew the entire story. And I think all the actors, the way the movie was shot, directed, the dialogues, everything worked well. Like, it did not came in my mind that, oh my god, they have just blatantly remade uh, Drishyam 2. So I feel the fact that just lying in your promotions in terms of, okay, this is not a remake, this is they could have just said, okay, we have just copied, we have just made adapted the story but in a different way. I think that would have been the safest answer that they could have given, as per me, instead of just saying, no, 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 it's not. And you can just see his face completely, like, he's lying and he's not comfortable lying like that. You can see that Shahid does not want to say that, but maybe he has to because of the production house.
Regarding Drishyam, I
He's
would say that it's different because even Shaitan, you can say that the no one knew the Gujarati film. No one
Yeah,
have heard most, and it wasn't available anywhere to be known as a known film. So I think,
correct.
and it was a horror film. People don't get horror films in Bollywood, and also it just worked. But for Drishyam, I feel it just had a nostalgia connect. Like, it didn't matter if Drishyam 3 was also out or 2, it would have worked because I
Wow,
think the marketing was amazing.
that's true.
the
Yeah,
brand.
Chinna, 2nd October, Swami Chindan and Penjim, Pav Bhaji Khai. That's how they even marketed the film, and they
Yeah,
just nostalgia baited it, and it worked.
correct.
Interesting fact that that film, the director actually didn't watch, like, the film was not taken as a remake, but he took the script and rewrote the script for Hindi. And
That's
the
such a great
plan
idea,
for
actually.
Drishyam 3 is that once Yusuf completes the script, he will give it to him, and both films will be made simultaneously.
And that's
Not
perfect.
like, yeah. So
I think that strategy is also amazing, though. I think
But
for this
one
movie
thing,
also, yeah, yeah, Farhat.
so one thing I think the difference between Drishyam and all of these other films are there is that Mumbai Police is freely available in Hindi as well. It's a Hindi dub available on YouTube. So why would you even want to make it again is one question straight up that I would want to ask. Why would you want to make it? Drishyam too, you can understand. Shaitan, you can understand. Shaitan, mostly I had the privilege of watching the Gujarati film in the theater, Vash, but many hadn't, and which is fine. I mean, and they struck a deal with the Gujarati production house and bought all the rights, did not allow it to release on OTT. It wasn't there. It was untraceable on the net.
Okay.
Same way for Drishyam, the Hindi dubbed wasn't there. Hindi dubbed, Drishyam 2 Hindi dubbed wasn't there. It
Yeah,
was just the Malayalam version that was there on Prime, and many people wouldn't be comfortable, watching the film with English subtitles, which is fine. The problem is that you are actually picking up subjects and remaking subjects that already have an Hindi dubbed available somewhere on the net. That is a big problem, and which is why I think the lies would be there, that it's an original film. It's an original film. It's not an original film. It cannot be an original film. You're following the same damn skeleton of the original film, so of Mumbai Police. So
So
I mean, that's kind of
uh,
unfortunate.
would you have been less angry, Farhad, if if they had just accepted that it's a remake? Because you said you were gaslit into in this film. You felt like you were gaslit. So would you have, like, were your thoughts would be different if, say, you knew that this was a remake and they
So
had just accepted it?
there are two parts to this. One is that at least I would have had my expectations set that, okay, this is a remake. Okay. My opinion about the film would still not have changed. It still
Hmm.
would be the same as it is today. No matter how
Right.
much I would be ranting, if I would have liked Deva, I would have said it's still a worthy remake. But it's not for me. It did not work. The tonal inconsistency were glaring. Are we getting into that spoiler territory with
Yes,
Mumbai Police?
we bilkul, definitely.
So one thing with the character of Anthony Moses is that he was hyper masculine in Mumbai Police. Now there is a reason why he was hyper masculine. It was like using it as a shield for the final payoff that was there at the end.
Yeah.
And remember, that the Mumbai Police had released in 2013,
2013.
and that was the era when homosexuality was criminalized. So it was applicable there, which is why the change was here in 2025. You could not have replicated the same change here.
Yeah.
But but the characterization that was there was so true to that era that he was compensating for that homosexuality. He was a character that was on the side of the law, but at the same time, as a dichotomy, he wasn't, because homosexuality was criminalized. Right, so that dichotomy was there, which is why the character was justified. Here, he's a badass cop. You're showing him, he's raiding the ministers, this thing.
Hmm.
The problem with this sort of character is that there will be a tonal inconsistency. You're starting with such a high and you're getting down, in the form of almost like an exponential curve downwards. That's why you see people aren't, resonating with the second half because of this very reason, because the energy of the film dips, because the
Yeah.
character suddenly undergoes that, oh, he's a memory loss. Even if you have a memory loss, it doesn't stay away from your traits as a character, right? Your traits will be the same, which is not taken into account here. It's like directly you're switching from side A, as you said, to side B
Side
without
B.
any connection between the two. That for me was a very big problem with the character. Of course, the ending was stupid and it was quite, flat, with
Flat.
the reveal that was there on who the bull was and everything. But I mean, it the beats needed to be taken care of why Mumbai Police was Mumbai Police, and I wouldn't have really mind if the story would have been set in 2013 and had the same damn twist and made it the same way. That would have still been a better film than this, but this was a complete letdown in that sense also, in terms of the pure control of the tone that was there, either from the filmmakers or from the screenplay writers that were there. So
Yeah. I
I
think, yeah, no, no.
I wonder if it was the producer or someone from the actors team that decided to remake and bring, instead of, now there's a new trend, right? Instead of get making it in a Bollywood actor making it, they are now getting the writer and the director from South. We'll
Yeah.
give you a lot of money, come and do it. So I don't know if Roshan Andrews wanted to make a Hindi remake and get into the industry, like Bollywood also, and get a big films, or was it the other way around? I don't know what the
Yeah.
case is. I think that, and there was this story floating that they have shot three different climaxes, and they decide, and I don't think that's true at all.
that's not true. That
Yeah.
was PR.
Yeah. Even I feel that the point exactly I was thinking this, that when I was watching the film, they could have just set this movie in 2013 and done the exact movie frame by frame. It would have been more impactful,
Yeah,
because as a character, Deva, that hyper masculine, and why he's so aggressive, because in Mumbai Police, Prithviraj was overcompensating for what his true self is. So it complete that exact, like when you were saying that, I was like, my God, I was thinking the same thing when I was watching, that they could have just made exact Mumbai Police without changing anything. It would have been much more impactful, because homosexuality as a topic, uh, in Bollywood also, it is explored, but I feel that in this premise, it would have still worked. it would have still worked. I feel in 2020, if it was set up in 2020, 2024 also, I think it would have still worked. I feel that if presented well and executed well, this same storyline would have worked. I don't know why they decided to change this. Probably that's why they wanted to call it the original film and not a complete remake. But I would have preferred a full 100% remake of it for sure.
Honestly, it's so like foggy in my head. Mumbai Police.
Hmm.
I don't really remember much of the sequences. So I don't see the. I think this is a debate me and my sister were having about the character, right? That if you lose your memory, do you lose your instincts? Like instincts, as in, if you're a racist and you lose your memory,
Yeah.
are you racist because of your memories, which is a context of your life, or are you racist from something inside of something else that you look at someone below them, or is it all contextual of what life you had and what all
Yeah.
you saw and got inspired of whatever? So in this case, right, is he really, you know like now I don't remember Mumbai Police much, so I don't know what were those things Prithvi was doing, but I'm thinking, is are you being over masculine just to hide your identity, or do you really are that person that you would, you know is it, are you, is the whole life of depicting outside the facade or
Yeah.
not? So in this case, right, like, is he, like, when he loses his memory, like, there's a scene where he goes to the phone guy, right, and then suddenly his instincts come to put him down, and then
Right.
when he does it, he feels something, and then when he's in the court, he looks at what he did,
Right.
and it hits him that, oh shit, I was so bad, what was he doing? So is that contextual, that he didn't care who that putting a gun in a lady's mouth,
Yeah.
or like, or just memories of his treatment with his father and everything that led to that he doesn't care?
Yeah.
So that's a debate we can have, but yeah, the film never goes there. Like, if the Nolan would have directed, right?
Hmm.
I just imagine if Nolan would have directed, you would have spent more time of him not knowing who is he and trying to find out. Like, if you look at the
Yeah.
screenplay, right, it's basically he doesn't remember anything, and he's being told all these things which you see the
Correct.
past Deva.
And
But
we
there are
wouldn't know it.
moments, yeah,
Yeah.
but there are moments which no one would have told him. Like, no one have, like, the personal moments, like when he's with the lady who's married. Like, how is that
Yeah.
guy knows that, and him telling him that Deva A did that? How are you showing personal? Like, it should only be public, things which happen with multiple accounts, which
Right.
you should able to tell him. So it's very much like loose on how to tell a story. It's
Right.
not very, I want to use that concept of only, we show only what people saw, we never see him, personal, and
Yeah,
then
that
we
would have
get to
been
this
interesting.
reveal.
Correct. No,
So
I
that's
feel
actually
that.
a great point.
Yeah, because I
Just to
also
add
feel that
to
they
what,
just touch it.
yeah.
They just touch it a little bit where they say, okay, because his father used to beat him and this and that. And I mean, that is the only context we have. We never actually go there in his psyche where, okay, at least show us something. Because then why he is the bull? Because, okay, he was
Like
hospitalized and
the
then he paid the bill. And then, okay, we are done. We're done with the backstory and just like that. So I
the
think the impact is
girl,
not there.
the affair he was having, the girl outside the room, she heard the conversation from him eating biryani to the whole reveal. She was just standing listening, right? That I heard
I mean,
everything and now he knows
that's
everything.
That's another actually good point that Nona had made actually, that in Mumbai Police, it just triggered my another memory of Mumbai Police, that was that in Mumbai Police, if you see the how the case is, unfolding, it's lot of things are unraveled in this. Here, everything is presented on a platter that, oh,
Yeah.
this was what happened. This was what happened. So I think that was also one thing, that you never were completely committed to the investigation that was also there. Your mind wasn't ticking because everything was served to you. It
Yeah.
wasn't as if he stumbled upon some secrets to uncover some things about himself, like which was there in Mumbai Police. That essence was there. Here, everything is there. Oh, okay. Very conveniently, you went to the other scene. You went into a flashback saying, "Oh, my conscience has woken up," and it was like nonsense. I mean, it didn't really add up at all.
This is a non-Deva comment. Why you guys doesn't explore unknown actors movies from South, which is even a great movie.
Like,
This
Like
question is like Deva. It's very confusing.
But yeah, I mean, Guardian Core, you should also suggest movies when you're putting a comment like that. Like, you should explore so and so movies. That'll help.
How, if the actor is unknown, how would we explore his movies?
Yeah, you
Like,
have to make it known to
you
us.
know, quite of inceptional kind of comment.
Akhil asked, guys, whose performance you liked, Ritik in Vikram Veda or Shahid in Deva?
I think
I
Ritik
think
Ritik. I would
for
still
me.
say Ritik.
I
Ritik.
feel Ritik was more of the appearance and costume and the way he delivered dialogues, Whereas I felt Deva, at least the beginning portion, I felt he's a character, he's that character, crazy guy.
Hmm.
Anything I felt was more of the exterior, the look he got, like looked
Okay.
amazing, the way he performed it. But I don't feel character wise it had that
Okay.
outstanding depth.
So
I
for
remember that
Nona,
scene,
it's
right?
Deva.
In the yeah, I would
Yeah.
say
So yeah, I would choose Ritik. Farad.
I would also choose Ritik because I think the madness that he brought in that character, which was very different from what Vijay Sethupathi had done in
yeah.
the Tamil film.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that performance was a superior performance. Here, it was still a good performance. I wouldn't completely say it was bad or anything. Shahid's performance was still good. It
Yeah,
was
yeah, of
just that
course.
the characterization that was there, na, that did not justify or did not exploit his madness that was there. It didn't add up at the end.
Yeah.
It was just that you showed him as badass and then nothing after that. It
Nona,
was something like
this
that.
question is for both of us.
Wait, just before you go to that, I just want to say that I felt, I said in the beginning, right? They pushed with this character, but then
Yeah.
they didn't push enough because again, oh, I helped the bad guy because he had helped me in the childhood, and now I'm
Mm.
okay. I will take him down, and like if you go make him full corrupt, make him
Yeah.
go all. He's the
Yeah.
worst guy ever. Then
Yeah,
don't
because of one
try
blast,
to.
suddenly his conscious completely
Yeah,
changes. So it's like very superficial. And it just, because I was thinking, okay, definitely Bobby and Sanjay, they have just been credited. They've definitely not written the Hindi script at all.
Mm.
And the script was just given to Rosshan Andrrews that, okay, this is how the character will be and this is how you direct it. You have the template. So I feel that a lot of nuances got like missed. It was just, okay, this is the explanation for this event, this is the explanation for this event, so and it's done, accept it. So I think that was missed, which is, well, not really surprising in Hindi cinema. I mean, we just get that. I
it is
mean,
dumbed down, right?
now it's
I
very
mean,
dumb. Now Love Today remake is coming,
love
Love
it.
Yapa. So it's
Oh,
the
I have.
exact,
The
it's the
trailer did
exact
come, right?
story. Huh?
The trailer is not
What?
out, right, for that film?
Trailer is out. I mean, I saw the trailer
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
while
trailer
watching
is out.
Deva.
It is
Yeah, yeah.
out. I never saw it.
Yeah, no,
I
while
had a big point to make about that film, that there's
please
a
do.
reason why the hero in that film is dark skinned, and that's also a bigger point the film is trying to make.
Bollywood doesn't go into nuances. It just
You
focuses on the
think,
fluff.
yeah,
They're making a remake of Perium Perumal,
really?
yeah, with Siddhant Chituvedi and who's the
Yeah, yeah,
actress?
yeah.
Hmm.
Some other star kid, I think.
Oh, so Nona,
This
we
one,
have to
Tripti
address this
Dimri.
very important
Tripti
question that
Dimri is there.
Vishnu has asked.
Okay, Tipti.
We have been delaying this question, this watch along.
You tell, Chechi.
No, you have. This
It's
is
on
your
you.
initiative.
It's on you, Chechi. I said
It's
you tell
not
me
on
date and
me.
time, I'll be there.
Please blame Nona for this, guys. He's not coordinating with me
Vishnu,
enough.
I'm sorry, yaar. Hey, something is wrong with Instagram, Vishnu. I'm sorry. Like some
Is
messages
this a
just
new
don't
film?
appear.
No, we will do this. Nona, please, yeah, let's just commit a date.
Chechi, I've told you. You tell me the date and time, and I'll tell you yes. I'll show up like this.
Okay, send me a reminder.
Oh,
I'll
oh,
forget.
oh, it's Basil Joseph's directorial
Yeah.
debut.
Yep.
Oh, okay,
Amazing
interesting.
comedy.
Okay, I haven't watched this. I should then as well.
I think now it's available, right, Vishnu? It was available
It's on
somewhere. Like
Hotstar. It said it's on Hotstar.
previously, it was like I saw it through the other means.
See, another,
Ah,
he's like, do it next month. See, Vishnu, no, it's
Yeah,
good that
I'm.
you send so many emails to us, Vishnu. Just keep us reminding for this as well.
He
Thank.
always does. Every time he tells me, I'm like, Chechi has to decide.
Oh, this is a very unique opinion. Deva is better than Mumbai Police. I mean, I'm sure
You
you
know,
would have loved it. I'm sure.
I would say, right, I think we were talking about why
See,
remake
see,
this
see.
film.
And the reason is also given. I
Again,
don't want to see.
was it they wanted to do the same, but the actor didn't want to? But he has done taken risk in his
Mm.
like filmography.
Yeah.
So I would
No,
like
this would have
maybe
been a
like a
very big risk.
yeah, but I
Even Prithviraj took a risk that time.
no the comparison is
You
not that simple.
you
Na,
can't
Chechi.
compare it. Yeah, you can't compare it.
I remember the sequence where Prithviraj like finds out he's gay and then he cries out loud. That didn't sit well with me. I felt, wait, what? Why are you crying? It just didn't work. It felt very weird. But coming to the remake, right? Like, why would you remake this? I After watching the film, I feel there is the elements like they could have massified the film, and they did that. So I see the scope of doing it. And
Hmm.
as Chechi said, that they would have just frame by frame remade it, but then we would have only complained that you frame by frame remade and added nothing.
Not necessarily.
But that
I
keeps on
think it is.
happening so much. I
No,
mean,
but
it's
remake should not
also
happen
on the
only. What?
execution, right? Like, okay, fine, they didn't do, they tried something different in this one, but then it did not garner that same
Yeah.
effect. It, the execution matters so much, especially like the writing. Even if you had to change, say, the climax and the reveal, like, okay, he's the bull. Like I said before, you could have presented in a more dramatic way that, oh my god, that shock value that he is the bull, because it becomes very predictable. So it feels
I mean, he
underwhelming.
just to say the same point. I mean, the scene goes that he just enters the office of his friend and his superior
Yeah,
in the film, and he just says it. That is the dramatic moment. I mean, how can that be the dramatic moment? Yeah, you've said such a big revelation that is there.
yeah.
You can't just have somebody. That's what my problem was, na. That they laid out everything. It wasn't unraveled. It
It
wasn't
was an
unraveled.
unraveled. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember like how, say, in Janagana Mana, right? You know, you work backwards. You see something, and then the second half reveals a completely different facet of the story. So the way the reveal happened, like your jaw literally drops on the floor. So I wanted the reveals to happen that way, where you feel, even if you take Kishkinda Kandam, everything unravels so quickly in the end. Okay, this is how it is. Okay, there's a loop that he's following. He always cracks the case, and then again he realizes it. Then again he burns everything. That reveal is so shocking, right? So I think the way it was revealed also was very underwhelming. Fine, change the climax, but the reveal it in a dramatic way where we feel the shock. For someone who has
How
not watched it also, like who has not watched Mumbai Police, that person is also feeling underwhelmed that, okay, yeah, it was just okay.
how was it in the Mumbai Police? I don't remember at all. Was it similar? Because I
So,
felt I had the same issue with the story in original also. Like I felt
so
that the
Mumbai Police.
story, the way it's written, only it's like not giving you enough scope to have that,
No,
investigation
no.
fall in place like that.
So I'll tell you what happens in Mumbai Police. So in Mumbai Police, what happens is the character of Jaisurya accidentally walks into a room with Prithviraj,
Oh,
making out. I think they were just,
Together,
implying that
intimate, yeah.
Prithviraj was having an affair with. Yeah. Here, even that revelation scene that is there with Pavail Gulati, everything he just makes him sit down and say, "Oh, so you are that? I got your call records. I got this. I got that. I got this." This is a dumbed down version. He can't be
Yeah,
so damn laid out. I mean, at least he should stumble upon something now. It should not be like that. Everything he's just saying it like an essay, one after the other. So that was the issue.
definitely,
That
Mumbai
was
Police didn't have
unraveling
that ending tag along, right? The action scene in the jail.
there. Only
for sure. No,
it
was
didn't
that
have.
an indication that he has regained all his memories,
Yeah,
because he's got the
because he's
beard and
brutal. Yeah, he's
everything?
brutal back.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
he's
So
brutal
backstory
the
is.
again. He's
next,
Deva
so
again.
Deva 2 will be an original film there.
Where he's gay. Where that's the reveal.
A question for you, Nona. I think. Yes, for you. Is Prithvi crying what you always say, Nona, that did not work for Mumbai Police? What would a person do if he does not even recall his past identity and suddenly it's overwhelming?
Valkyrie, please watch my review. Even I don't remember what I said. So in my
Yeah,
review, definitely I would have explained why. I have like a, you know, foggy memory of I have said that and I explained it why. And there were a lot of comments agreeing with me. So I did have made a good point. I hope so. So do check it out, my
do
review.
check it out, Valkyrie.
Right now, I cannot really
Yeah.
explain and give you an answer. I know Nona B.
Nona B is Nona B right
I
now.
don't remember Nona who saw Mumbai Police.
They changed the climax because they were scared to put the real climax. I feel it definitely would have grabbed some eyeballs and would have been like, point of discussion. I do you think that it would have grabbed eyeballs if the real climax, like the original climax, was part of this story?
It would have made noise,
It would
definitely.
have made noise, right? There
Like
would have
it would
been.
have garnered a lot of social media attention, at least.
Hmm.
But yeah,
So they
I don't
just
know.
played it safe, basically.
Wasn't that okay? Was there an explanation why the girlfriend was recording a video chat?
No, she just said, "Oh, this is getting recorded." That's
Yeah,
what.
and
So
that's it. There's no reasoning why.
Just they
At least
reverse
make it.
engineered the whole thing.
Yeah, at least make it that he says, I'm gonna give you a speech. So she says, okay, I'll record this.
so
Like,
that
what
you
is this
can
new
watch it.
feature? What OBS you have opened in your screen recording with the audio, and it's so great footage has come out with a great lighting.
Yeah.
You know,
And see, that becomes that is the problem when when your attention is diverted from a weak screenplay, then your attention will
yeah,
go into this all of these things. You will start noticing everything, and it happens because once the screenplay is so engaging, even if you notice some things which are not consistent, we let it go. We generally let it go. We're like, chalo chodo, chalta hai, it's fine, no problem. But yes, sometimes when our attention is all over the place, we are just looking for things to pick that. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong.
my sister picked one. When he was checking WhatsApp,
Hmm.
and there are pictures of them together,
Yeah.
and they so photoshopped, like not even matching. The head is big. And she's like, and she look at me, what is this? They cannot even get a good picture. Like, just give it the AI. AI will do a better job. you know?
I think when they shot the film, AI wasn't in the picture. It was that old, probably.
Still, I feel that. I mean, they still had an opportunity, even if they changed the climax. The makers still had an opportunity to, like, if you're going mass, go full
Yeah.
on mass and just make it that loud, not very loud, not like Kanguva, but just show that, because Bollywood knows how to do that. They know how to give mass films. So they could have done that. I think they just beach mein karke na all khichdi they made. They want to be gritty also, they want to be realistic also. Yes, Aman, I just highlighted your this thing. This is for the music channel. I will do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was a little confused with this. But
Yeah.
one more point I want to say. Like, he found out that Shahid is bull, and it was a daytime.
Hmm.
And from there, directly he was going to go to give the speech, or was it a day of you? Because he
No, he
waited
said,
for him.
I will expose you on first. Something like that,
Ha.
he said.
So I will go on the podium, take an award, and there I will give a speech, and then I'll reveal your identity in front of everyone. Not I'll go
Not
now and
right
tell
now,
my
like,
superiors he's
like,
because he was actually sent to catch the bull. Oh, this is a film where more you talk about it, just falls apart.
yeah. Yeah, because if it was such a serious thing, like, because he said, okay, I'm not gonna give you a second chance. He established it very clearly, and we don't even know why he changed his mind later. Because in the speech, in the recording, he says that, okay, I'm going to choose friendship now over duty. Otherwise,
Oh,
because
that
that
was
time he
so
was choosing
stupid.
duty only, he could have called the DSP and said,
He
okay,
was the most
bro.
incompetent cop. And you see that he's gonna dive like 20-30 minutes into it. Like, this is the way they set up, everything is going right. He has a girlfriend, his father is happy now. Like, yeah, now he's gonna die. My sister told me like 15 minutes before he died, my sister told me he's gonna die.
So what was your theater occupancy be like? I went on a Saturday, and that too like an evening show. It was really poor. Like I think
Wow.
probably 30% occupancy. It would be that. That's it. And that too on a Saturday in PVR in a mall which is overly crowded on Saturdays.
I went for a 2:30 show on Friday. 25% maybe.
No, very less.
I went for I think a 2:30 show as well on Friday, here in Mumbai, and it there were hardly any people there. I think it must be around 25%. Hardly any people there. So I mean, it was pretty flat. Day one only was flat.
Yeah. So day two also weekend. So yeah, this movie will not have a very successful run, for sure. At least in the, I don't think it's garnering. I don't see any talk, any chatter.
I think
I
when the
I see
teaser
more
came,
chatter
right?
of Skyforce than this for some
Because
reason.
of the that's because of that whole PR
Yeah,
shenanigans. It's become a meme, no? So,
yeah. But
but
I don't see like
I
any
felt when
chatter.
the teaser came out, there was a lot of oh my god, this looks amazing, and Shahid is back. And I think the moment this it came like more popular that it's a remake, everyone's talking
Yeah,
about social media, it's a remake. I think then it just fizzled out.
right.
I think that was the repercussion also, no, of lying that we started with. That once the audience caught on
See,
to that, everybody
exactly.
started watching Mumbai Police at their home and, ignored Deva. And
PR
those who
Vishnu.
couldn't figure out the
Yeah.
subtitles or,
Yeah,
otherwise they went for Deva. So,
it's all PR, Vishnu. Like uh, everything, most of the thing, Bollywood stuff I see now is, I
well,
feel that, oh, it's just so PR driven.
is this true? Is this true? I don't
I
know.
have not seen it, but if they are celebrating,
You
then it's
know,
definitely PR.
I like they're like people I follow who are not into films. They talk about something else.
Yeah.
But what happens is they are hired by a actually a good guy whose PR has hired them, I guess.
Hmm.
And they posted the exact same thing, praising them with the same pictures, and it came direct one after the other on my feed.
Oh
And I took a
man.
screenshot of it and shared it. See, it's not PR. And like I'll tell you off screen that whose PR is
Yes,
behind it.
yes.
Like, and I'm shocked. Like, you are so good. Why you don't need this shit shenanigans? Why are you doing this? So, like people like nowadays it's so in your face. I think Pink Villa interview I saw of Akshay Kumar, there the host asked, you know, the
Image.
guy that all these things, PR things happening. What do you think? He's like, no, everything should be good, and people should understand. They should talk about it. You cannot do anything. All these things are not important. Oh
Sorry,
my
I
god,
got disconnected from my own
my
life.
focus is on the movie and what I want to do. And then 2 days later, all the PR game is happening.
But
My
it's
god.
I
crazy.
mean,
Akhil, what is this
the core of
comment?
PR is the
What is
core of
this
PR is that
comment,
it should be
Akhil?
obvious. ठीक है.
ये केशव का
So
पीआर है.
Akhil, in all honesty, I had invited Keshav also, but he has not watched Deva yet, so he couldn't be part of this discussion. What are you saying? Why? Why would you say this?
Oh, I read पटाखा है.
Paka.
I am केशव पीआर. I read it पटाखा है.
Crazy. Okay,
Yes, they were
so
cutting a cake and thank you post. Okay.
oh, they
I think the
were.
Freddy animal we didn't talk about. So that
Yes,
was
I
first of all
wanna.
no. It was just that he worked and he clicked in Madgaon Express, so they just got him to have a funny bit,
Yeah.
I
which
mean,
was
this was again a
No, I did
silly
enjoy
plot
his
point, don't you
bit.
think?
Actually, it was enjoyable to watch
it's
him
again a
because I
master say,
actually
right?
reminded him
Commercial
of
But
thing.
it was
animal.
silly, right? I mean, why would a cop hire a sharpshooter to get a reveal about what had happened on that crime scene? I mean, that's like stupidity, right? If I have to question
It's
the
dumb.
logic.
The execution could have been like I don't mind that. Like of course you would get a like a for any crime. Like for which film was that? Maharaja, right? Like some like not some movies like they not movies in real also. you get some person who has done the crime of, you could just try to understand the psyche and
Yeah.
whatever,
A lot
depends
of
on the.
police informers are like petty thieves and stuff like that. Like they
Yeah,
are in that
so
circle.
But
it's
he's
So
okay that
an
you want to
informer.
understand the
Convict.
sniper guy. So you're getting a like a who's very well known as to sharpshooter. So get him understand how you'd have taken the shot, right? To get the
It was
idea.
kind of
So
silly. It was kind of hilarious that
yeah.
I don't know.
custody say they are getting
What happens in
him in the
Mumbai
police
Police?
van and saying up.
Whether remember in Mumbai Police also,
Uh,
there's just I remember the scene where Prithviraj says, "Oh, the guy's on top," and they run and they don't find him.
Yeah.
no, but I think he had stumbled upon that also. Is as far as I remember, he had stumbled
I can't remember
upon, and
clearly.
chat can let us know. But he had stumbled upon that oh, it was remote controlled. You know that entire sniper was remote controlled back then. I don't think it was a third character who had just come in, and I don't remember that character. Otherwise, I would have remembered.
Somebody
Really?
can
Was it?
clarify
Okay.
that in
Okay.
the
Maybe
chat.
then. Maybe okay then.
Oh
Yeah.
no, he's
Then
That
saying
I think
he asked helping from sharpshooter.
then that was silly as well. Then in Mumbai Police, if that was the case.
no, but also the car thing was, I don't know if it was in Mumbai Police, the car color thing. First of all, I was so I was like, did I miss a scene? Like they suddenly come to this old lady and talking about a car. I'm like, what car
Yeah,
are they talking about? Where are we? Why are they talking about this car? Like the whole minister angle feels so detached from the whole story, right?
right.
It never even come like they're trying to actually create suspects for the audience to question,
Hmm.
and then
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's our own guy. But that it's so vague, it's so unconnected that you never feel that it's gonna come together.
correct.
And one more question I had: why did he pause? While shooting that guy that was there. Why did he pause? It didn't come back to that internalization, yeah, whatever that was. At that
I think
dock that was there.
trauma. I
That
mean,
he was.
that's the explanation they would give.
He was not ready, or I don't know. If see, even
Trauma.
the execution of that scene is, why did you stop running after him? At least show you are tired or you cannot run, and that's why you're trying to now. He's in under your grasp. It's not that he's gonna just jump off a
Yeah,
bike
and you're
and
not
going.
trying to kill him.
He's
You just
literally going,
wanna
stopping there, and
disable
doing
him.
with the boat something. Like you could have run. Like this is the execution, right? The way you're shooting this sequence
Correct.
logically should make sense. That why you're stopping and putting out a gun, that you are unable to catch him. Right? What has he done to unable to catch him? No, he's just going there, standing and taking out a whole boat. And you could have walked to him and put it on his head. There's literally that much distance and time there. So it's
So
like
true.
small things.
Any plan to watch Marco OTT version? It's something. It's going to be
Wouldn't it
something
be the
different.
same? Would it be the
Kyun?
same? I think it would be the
Yeah,
same. Unless they're putting that brain
I
ending that
don't know.
is there.
I'll watch it.
Ah.
Baby John. Oh, this is interesting. Baby John, Shehzada or Deva, your preferred remake?
I saw
I
a
would
scene
ask.
of Baby John with Salman Khan.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad.
I would choose
None
Deva.
of
Like
them.
out of the three, definitely Deva. No, he preferred
None of
remake. He
them.
said. So you will have your answer,
Baby
Fawaz.
John, probably.
Shazada
Probably
I
Baby
never
John
saw.
for me.
I would. Out of these three, I would choose Deva.
I saw
None
theory and
of
I'm
them
like,
for me, but
Varun Dhawan cannot replicate his performance. It's all Vijay. It's not
he
a
can't. Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
You
yeah. It's
know,
all like here.
it's all
He's
Vijay. He's
not. It's
carrying
not an
it.
original character. He's trying to mimic Vijay.
Yeah. At least from Deva, it feels like Shahid owns the character.
It was remote
Nono
control. He gets
Farhad or
help from
Nona
Sniper.
Farhad?
No, no. Farhad is right. It means that he gets help from sniper specialist and understand that position where the Sotin
So
clone
that guy
standing.
was a sniper specialist, na? He was not a convict. That's what I'm saying. Why would you get a convict to solve that crime?
Interesting. Thanks, Vishnu, for clarifying that. So I think what all had to be discussed. I don't think because I think the movie is so superficial, you can't even do like a very, very deep dive. I think whatever we had to say, we said it. So I would I don't want to drag it also further, but I would like your closing thoughts on this and the future of Bollywood per se. Because again, now the next release is a remake again of a Tamil film, a very, very popular
Oh, yeah.
Tamil film.
Oh, arey, Mrs. is also releasing. Get
Yes,
in kitchen.
The Great
Actually, I
Indian
saw
Cooking.
half of it.
But
It's like it's a decent. I found it decent
Yeah.
because
So
but
it's
I'll
what?
tell you one
the
thing.
problem with
Yeah.
that film is that it's not problem. It's a good thing is that that story is relevant across the world, right? Even you can adapt it and make it in, and the adaptation works. What I saw half the film. I didn't
Yeah.
see the later, but I think what why I love Great Indian Kitchen is that before the social message and the what it's talking about, the filmmaking is top notch.
Yeah.
It's just visual. It's there's so much less dialogue. It's
Visual
just visual
storytelling.
representation, just the cut, the edit,
Yeah.
the placing of characters. That's it. That's the storytelling, not
Yeah.
actually what's that. Then that's the second layer which makes
Yes.
it outstanding. So yeah.
Yes.
And
So
one more thing, just to link to that, what Nona had said, that Mrs. will again, even, I'll be watching it soon, but Mrs. One thing interesting is that it will be from a female gaze as well. I think that will be something new. Aarti Cardiff that is there.
Yeah.
She's the director. So it'll be like from, of course, it is a universal kind of
yeah.
applicable. Even the Tamil one I had liked, starring Aishwarya Rajesh. I think that was also pretty good remake that was the adaptation that was there. But this is one thing that I'm looking forward to is from a female gaze that is there. And that will be even more interesting for me to watch, if there are
Hmm.
nuances that are there. So I think that is something. But other than that, I mean, there are. I have my hopes pinned on Chava.
Hmm.
If you're talking of the Hindi film industry, they have apparently they are all offended when we call it Bollywood. I mean, what's the big deal with?
Hindi film industry. Yeah.
So I have
Badass Ravi Kumar. I am really looking forward to that for some reason.
yes,
Yeah.
oh yes, yes,
Badass
yes.
Ravi
I'm
Kumar.
looking forward to Badass Ravi
We
Kumar
could
for
catch it,
sure.
Farhad, if you want.
I think probably I may have a media screening before that.
Okay.
I I don't know, but I'll
Hmm.
let you know. I mean,
But
Sure,
let's
do
sure.
give us
how
your
it
early
goes.
thoughts whenever. Just
Okay,
text how it was because I am like really looking forward to it.
sure,
Are
sure.
Vidya Marchi is also releasing. That also I have to
Yes.
catch in Mumbai only. I have to.
Vida Muriuchi.
Which film is this?
Ajit's
Ajit's
film.
movie.
It's
Ajit's
look.
film.
It looks like more. It's a remake again of
Yeah.
that I've
Of
heard. Not confirmed. It's
Of
a
a Hollywood
remake
film, I
of
think.
Break Room. No, I think it's Vishnu
Breakdown,
will
Breakdown.
breakdown.
Yeah, that's what I just
But it
opened the
looks good. It
screen.
doesn't look like a typical
Yeah.
hero film. It's like I've heard that there's no interval bang moment, no introduction, no nothing like that.
Really?
Okay.
So
Wow. Okay.
interested.
In-
My first Ajit film, by the way. No, sorry, second. First was
Mine would be,
Mankata.
yeah. Mine would be, I think,
A lot
third.
of films are coming out.
Yeah. So I think I'm for Hindi films specifically. I think Chava and Badass Ravi Kumar. I'm really looking forward to. I would probably give Love Yapa a skip. I'm not. If I can
You
catch it,
should
I'll
see
catch
the
it. But
trailer.
yeah, I mean, like it did not intrigue me. Like I would probably watch it if I can, but I think Vida Murichi and Badass Ravi Kumar would be my upcoming weekend picks for sure.
Like the YouTube algorithm also didn't show me the trailer. Like they're like, "Arey, don't watch this."
No, but I'll tell you one thing about Lavyapa. It is from Advait Chandan, who had directed Secret Superstar. So the director is at least promising. Lal Singh Chadda later on. But
Let's
at
see.
least the
I
director's
think
sensibilities are there
first
for
I
me.
heard that
So,
the director and the actor, the original is only doing the remake, but I think that
mm,
didn't work out. There's
Hmm.
also another film with Khushi Kapoor, and people are saying it's a remake of Vidya because it's a Dharma film with
Yeah,
Ibrahim
it
is
has
there?
Ali Khan.
That's the
Saif Ali
Ibrahim
Khan's
one.
son, right?
Ibrahim Ali
Ibrahim.
Khan.
Ibrahim. Yes, I
And
saw
And
the
that's
from the
coming
news
on
first
today.
look, it's
Netflix
like
now.
student of the year 3. It's not Vidya.
Oh, हाँ 3 नहीं है ना? Okay, हाँ. 3 भी आ गया है.
Guys, Interstellar. Yes, I am.
Already
I'm
booked,
going.
guys. 2 a.m.
Nona
show.
has
2
booked
a.m.
a 2 a.m. ticket.
Especially, I'm going Mumbai to biggest
Nona
screen,
and
IMAX
Keshav.
screen in the country.
Yes,
Vadala.
Vadala. I'd watch Avengers there
I saw
for
Endgame
sure.
and Infinity War there.
Yeah, but yes, I'm also going for sure.
So there's a question about Hera Fairy.
Hera Fairy is a good remake. I hope Hera Fairy 3 is not a remake film because now remake should be film no one else have seen and make it better than original. That's
I
a
want it to be remake because that's the only way it's gonna be good. Otherwise, I don't trust anyone. I know Priyadarshan is back. That's the best thing that
yeah.
could have
That's
happened
I'm
with
very
Hera Fairy
happy that
3.
he's directing that.
But I
Uh,
hope he again takes a great Malayalam film, remakes it in Hindi, and
Yeah.
it will work. Then
But I'll tell you
trying to do something.
one factor is missing here, and that is Neeraj Vora.
Yeah.
Neeraj Vora, I was gonna say that. Like he adapted the dialogues so well in Hindi. I think it was his writing magic that really, really did half the job.
But it's very interesting, the whole story of Hera Fairy, that there were like a lot of news, let's happen. Then Sunil Shetty said, I'll not do it. And then they actually shot a kind of a teaser, announcement teaser. And, they were seen in the costume and all. And then it never came out. And then, the director, who was acting first?
Oh yes,
Farhad Samji.
Parag Samji.
Samji. Yes. Oh my
And
god.
then everything happened and things break out. Then we get a Priyadarshan Akshay Kumar film happening, Bhoot Bangla.
No, so
Then they are shooting right now. They just wrapped the filming, and now we get a news. So maybe Akshay Kumar wanted to work with him, get gel well, and that
so
worked. And
Yeah.
they're like,
so
let's do
actually,
Hera Fairy.
just to add to that, they had actually shot like a promo, so to say, and there's a regular feature in the industry where you shoot something and you try to get the financiers on board. But the
Hmm.
moment they heard the name Farhad Samji that was there, they didn't get any funding. So that was scrapped. And then, they had to, then after all this wait, they're getting Priyadarshana on again.
How is he even
Wow.
considered is what I was thinking. Like that's such a it's such a
So
successful
he's a yes
IP.
man.
It's such a
No,
successful
he's still
franchise.
part of Welcome and Houseful, no?
Unbelievable. Like what luck, man.
No, but Hera
I should
Fairy
have such
3
luck.
didn't get funding. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think
Because
there
of
was
the
a name,
director.
someone would have given the money.
Wow. I'm not gonna do that, Vishnu. Chechi, before ending the live, give a clue on what is Nona's real name. That is,
So easy to find actually.
yeah, dig a bit. Dig a deep. Like dig a little deeper. Do your
Hera
internet
Fairy 3
stalking,
writer
you will
is going to
find.
be the writer of Good Luck web series. Yeah, but the problem is not that. Na problem is, will he get that respect and confidence that they will not try to put their own thing on his writing. Like he needs to have that freedom.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna end the live here. And Farad, Nona, thank you so much. Again, I say this every year. I will try to do more lives, but then I meet you guys next year. That happens all the time because 2024 also I said I will do lives more, and then now we are meeting. But yeah, I will still say it, and I still hope that every month I can at least do one live. Huh? And Nona,
Sure.
we have to watch that film,
What film?
please. Yeah, I forget the name.
Kunni Ramayana.
You know what I'm talking about. So chat, thank you for engaging with us as well. Farad, Nona, Keshav is not here because he didn't watch the film, but I would love to have you, all three of you, in the next spoiler discussion or any discussion for that matter. So guys,
And
thanks
definitely
a
when we
lot.
are in Mumbai,
Yeah,
we'll do something special if you are
please check
meeting.
out Farad's channel. He does amazing reviews. Nona though is like a pro. He's getting all collaborations with PVR, and also in which level Nona is. And do check out my channel as well if you haven't. If you have come from Nona's channel, I don't know. So thanks, guys, and thanks Farhat, Nona, once again. We will
Thank you.
see you
Pleasure always
next
there.
time.
Bye.
Bye.